Can you please tell me what is the issue of this India and Hindu versus Muslims girl? Why exactly they were saying the Jai Shri Ram, and why the girl was saying the Allahu Akbar? Why they are against the girl? What is the problem? What is the issue? I need help. Please tell me. No need to confuse. Listen, the girl is a Muslim and the boys were Hindus. The boys were against the Muslim girl because the Muslim girl was wearing the hijab, and the Muslim girl was following the command of Allah because Allah commanded Muslim women to wear and cover their body. What Hindu boys wanted, they wanted Muslim girl to unwear the hijab, to unwear the dress because of many reasons. Like you know that the boys want to see the body of girls, the beauty of girls. They want to, and the many women in the society of the world, they have been harassed by men and boys, and in university, colleges, and job and offices and many other places. That's very common in our society, in all over the world. So it is not something hard to understand. This is the one scenario. The second scenario is that those Hindu boys wanted to force their thinking, what they think, what they assume based on their religion. They wanted to force that on that Muslim girl. Now here you need to understand one thing. Look, you know that when people are doing job in their offices, they have to follow the command of their boss, the CEO of the company. When there are people in the army of any country, they have to follow the command of the officer of their in charge, the commander. Similarly, when you are in your home, you have to follow the command of your parents. It's very simple to understand. Now, when it comes to this kind of issues in all over the world, not just this issue of the Muslim women or Hindus, the people who worship their version of God, no matter who, they should follow their commands, right? But the problem here is that in the religion, it has been in conflict since centuries that the people of the world have been fighting regarding the name of God. People have not yet decided, even they are more than 7 billion, they have not decided that who really is the God. So we see there are many people in the world. Some people are fighting in the name of Jesus. Some people are fighting in the name of Krishna, Ram, Hindu, Jai Shri Ram. Some people are fighting in the name of Allah. Some people are fighting in the name of Yahweh, and so on. And some people are fighting on the belief that there is no God. So they wanted girl to follow their command. The girl has to follow the command of Allah. Now, the one thing is that if we clear here, if the girl is clear that Allah is God with proofs, and Hindus do not have any proof that who they worship are gods, then the Muslim girl is a winner and truthful and right. She should not follow the command of Hindu boys because if the God exists and the God is Allah, then Allah deserves to be followed. Allah deserves that His commands to be followed by the people of by all the people of the world, not just Muslim women. But if the Hindu boys have any practical proof that their Ram is a god, they were saying Jai Shri Ram. So if the Jai Shri Ram is the god, the name of God is Jai Shri Ram, and if they have any practical proof and they have done it, prove it, then the boys are right. Then Muslim girls should follow the command of Jai Shri Ram, because if the Jai Shri Ram is a god, so we need to see who is the right. Is the girl God is truthful and exist, or the Hindu gods are real and exist? Good, very good. So, is there any example of like what kind of proof should they provide? Like, how can we know in this physical world who is the real God? Because you know that when the in every religion people make claims, and they all have their own religious books. Like Muslims have Quran and Hindus have their own Gita, Vedas, etc. So, based on the books, we don't see this means as a proof. So what is the proof? What do you mean? Please tell me the example. Remember, books themselves have to be proved later on. First, the gods which have been associated with the books of religions need to be proved themselves first. Now, for example, how can a god prove himself? Before any religious follower can prove the god, how the god can prove himself? Because if Allah is real, it means that Allah is God, and it means that if Allah is the God, then it should be in reality that Allah should be able to control the universe. Allah should have control over universe, and Allah should be able to change the laws of nature to prove himself as the God. And similarly, if Jai Shri Ram is God, then Jai Shri Ram should be able to control the universe. Jai Shri Ram should be able to change the laws of nature. Jai Shri Ram should be able to prove that he is the God of universe. So this is the nature. Through the nature we can test, we can we can justify, we can find out. So through behavior of nature, if the god is doing it, and if the god is proving himself and also proving that who really he is the god who is doing the actions and changes in the nature, is that Jai Shri Ram or is that Allah? If the god is showing it with his signature by his name as an authority, then you can know who is doing it. Do you have any idea about how to find these kind of nature in the universe, like how to find the signature of God, or have they already done it? Yes, according to my research and according to my knowledge and according to my experiments and according to my observations and according to my prayers and requests, the only one who have done it, who have demonstrated it, and who have shown his signature by writing his name and by allowing the creatures of nature to glorify and witness his name is only the one. That is not Jai Shri Ram. That is not any other god except the one and only Allah. So based on that, the Muslim girl was right in saying Allahu Akbar when the boys were saying Jai Shri Ram, and you can say that, you can see that the courage the Muslim woman had as a one Muslima, Allah blessed her to say Allahu Akbar against all those worshippers of imaginary gods, because their Jai Shri Ram is not God. He could not prove himself as God, and he will never be proved himself as God. And you will never see that Jai Shri Ram is writing his name through nature or controlling the creatures of nature to command them to glorify the name of Jai Shri Ram. According to it, I think Hindu boys should enter in Islam, and they should stop living and worshipping for the imaginary god. They should start living and worshipping only the one Allah. But sadly, their religious people have brainwashed, their religious leaders and their parents have brainwashed them to worship and follow imaginary gods. So they will keep fighting like this unless they know about these kind of proofs. And you can find them on rightfulreligion.com. You can find them on God of Nature YouTube channel, Prophet of Nature YouTube channel. Rightfulreligion.com is the website where you can find study material, proofs, references, explanation, questions, answers, a lot of things if you need it. So take care and enjoy. Okay, thank you so much. It helped me understand. It's very interesting. So I think that all the people of the world should follow what you say, and they should also research, study, and go to the Rightful Religion website or search on YouTube channel to find and see these practical proofs. And I hope if they will use their common sense, they can enter in Islam and stop fighting against the Muslim woman.